Hey guys, Emil, aka Hot Stuff here, and these are my magnetic modular bases that I wanted to show off. And rather than doing pictures, I wanted to try the video format for once because this project here does benefit from being able to show things with my hands. Um, so what we've got here are 3D printed modular bases, and after a ton of experimentation, I've come up with a formula that I'm quite happy with. So the couple of things you need to make them are, in fact, a 3D printer, FDM or SLA should work fine. What we have here are tiny 15 millimeter punch outs of steel that you can get from AliExpress for quite cheap. And of course, some magnets. And the main magnets we're using here are actually 3 millimeter diameter by 2 millimeter high neodymium magnets. I found that using 3 of them inside of a magnetic base gives most stability for my needs at this particular size miniature. Of course, we're going to be scaling up when we get there, but I started at the low end first. So the basic base, 17 millimeter round, which should fit many different different small miniatures, has a couple of features, mainly, of course, the 3 pockets for the magnets. And there's a little row of holes here that you could actually drill through if you wanted to pin your miniature down to the base. Apart from that, there is a slight release or a slight angle on the base for it to slot in a little bit easier. A little feature that I found was necessary after experimentation. So you can see on the bottom of this little guy, it has a little pin. Done that for each of them. So yeah, basically what you do is you glue in the little round into your base, and already that has the benefit of, if you have a magnetic holder, that you could snap your base down if you want to paint it separately. But once you have your guy, and here's a little experiment, central base, you can quite easily slot it into any size base that you like. So the 20 millimeter base doesn't quite have the same angle as the original bases, simply so that the center ring can be a little bit larger. I found that going smaller than 17 millimeters was not very universal, especially for figures with a very wide stance. But there you go. There's the action. Just snaps in. You can be more careful if you want. So the experimentation really has led me to, small detailed features, such as a very slight little ring or relief on the inside of the ring, so that when you have both models based, or both parts of the model based, they don't interfere. So, of course, this design is now very flexible. We can print any type of base that we want. We can do unit bases, and of course different spacing. If you want to go for 25 millimeter, looking forward to the old world. But what I'm really excited about is actually doing some diorama bases. If you do have a miniature that's actually larger than the universal base itself, of course there is going to be a little bit of a problem if you're using a high type of material, because that'll push the model up a little bit. But that's quite easily solved for those models. You just print a slightly thicker version of the universal base, and it'll the model, well, all the parts of the model that stick out will sit slightly out and over the terrain. So those are most of the details that I wanted to get in. Hope you enjoyed the video, and talk to you all soon.